Whatever.
Okay.
It is out there in the public. Oh no. Okay, good. I do have service. And it's not windy today, but I'm still going to use this microphone. All right. Now we wait. Test the limits of the iPhone 16 battery.
Oh, yeah. It's getting really red.
So the rest of the U.S. is asleep right now.
Yeah, it's true. It's midnight back home for us.
Where's home for you guys?
Texas.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
What part of Texas?
Fort Worth.
Fort Worth. All right. Big old state. You never know.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah. Nothing like this out there.
Yeah. It's unique to this place, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So where it went over the other day and had a flow was on the other side?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the other side.
Okay.
So what's kind of deceiving is that red spot, red glowy spot, and then the cone around it
Uh-huh.
is like a football stadium.
Is that
So if you
big?
think about a big football stadium,
Okay.
that's what you're looking at out there.
Okay.
Well, that's how
But because we're 1.8 miles away,
It looks.
and when the fountain's shooting in the air, it's like the football field is shooting in the air.
Oh my
Oh,
It's
god.
not like a little fire hose or even a big, I don't know, oil well gusher. How about that?
Right.
It's a football field shooting in the air.
Wow.
So when did that road collapse?
2018.
Okay, well, after 2018. Okay.
Yep.
And that's when it caused the destruction.
Yep. That's when it buried a bunch of houses and
Okay. Okay.
caused a bunch of problems.
So you can't drive around to that
Nope,
side,
not anymore.
but you used to be able to.
Used to be able to drive all the way around.
Okay.
They closed it in 2008.
Okay.
Part of the reason they closed it is they were afraid of a collapse event. They
Oh.
didn't want the road to fall in when somebody was on it. They also closed it though because of all that gas going over there.
Mm-hmm.
In 2008, there was a lava lake that kind of got consistent at the top, so it did this pretty much all day, every day, just glowing and gassing.
Okay, so you have this crater or whatever, and then you have this vent or whatever that. What is that particular? That
Vent
the,
is a good
the
word.
vent,
You started
okay.
to say it. Yep.
At different times, is it different vents?
It has been. So there's a place over here that's almost completely buried now that was September last year.
Okay.
And it built some tall cones out there because it was erupting in about 5 or 6 different places, and it built big cones. And then that stopped, and then in December of last year, December 23rd, this started over there in that back corner.
So do they name each one of these cones as well?
They won't name them in the caldera usually because they're going to get buried is the thought process. But outside of the caldera. If there's an eruption, they'll name it.
Okay.
Like over at Kilauea Iki over there, that big brown pile,
Mhm.
they call that Pu'u Pawai. They get a Pu'u name usually.
Okay.
Way down the road, you probably didn't go there on the bikes, but there's Mauna Ulu. And that one they gave the Mauna designation because it got really tall.
Okay.
Oh, so those eruptions over there are sometimes like right here. Or
Like he
those
said in
cones the
September of
bottom?
last year, they
Yeah.
were over here.
I don't know if you can see them from here, but there was some little cones down there. Nah, you can't see them. But they're pretty much buried too. So the cones were 60 feet high
Oh.
after the eruption, but
okay.
enough lava's flowed in there that there's maybe
Since then.
10 feet at the top left.
Oh wow.
So it's been
okay.
coming up and up and up.
So
That's
you, how
crazy.
far away was that when it was over?
It was closer to the spot where we like to go over there.
Okay.
We weren't there that night. We were over by Volcano House, I guess.
So how?
Actually, we were over here at Kilauea Overlook is the next thing up.
How wide is this?
It's 2 miles this way and 3 miles this way,
Okay.
roughly. It's a little less and a little more, I guess would be the way to put it. A little over 2 miles and a little under 3 miles. It's big space. That's what's kind of tricky about it, is it's hard to really get some perspective what you're looking
Yeah,
at
that,
out there.
that is. Yeah.
I always joke that I wish we could park like a big school bus or
So
a
you-
city bus or something down there so you could get a little, you could look
Yeah,
at that and go,
you know.
oh, that's a city bus?
Yeah,
Well, that's
right.
kind of small.
Give you a little perspective.
Because it really does. Look at the moon.
Obviously, we're never going to get to do that. The sky is looking amazing.
I know it's so pretty.
I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see this. I don't know how many of you are there. My counter is not working. I can't get my zoom to go. Let's see what we can do here.
That devastating trail is over
There we go. Let's see some sky.
Yeah, it's on the other side.
the other side of the.
Well, you know, we came in, then we biked to the right, and then looped, then they came back past the start and went to the other side.
That's what we did. So the first place we went was
It was like back, I thought it was like back over here,
okay.
because we came around this side of it.
So what is this caldera called? Because it's different than the.
It's kind of got 3 names.
Okay. Yeah, it's like
The original Hawaiians called it Hale Ma'u Ma'u. Still call it that today, obviously. Sometimes we call the whole big area Kalua Pele. So Pele is the goddess of the volcanoes and
Okay.
fire. And the other last name is Kilauea Caldera, which is more of a scientific name because we're Kilauea volcano. And this is the caldera. And that's why they call that one over there Kilauea Iki, the smaller one next door.
Okay. Yeah, because we were another place that had some other great Hana. What was that other one? Remember that we didn't where the lava tube is, and then there was another. They said there was like you could go see the lava tube or the
That would have
something
been,
crater.
yep, Kilauea Iki if you walk down the trail.
Okay, that was
Yeah.
Kilauea.
that
Okay,
was Iki, yep.
and that's what direction from here?
Right over there. It's a little tricky as, you know, you get around, it gets a little disorienting sometimes, but there's a big brown pile of dirt right over there. That's how I know that's the spot.
Okay, so that area over there, and
Yep.
that at one time was where.
And
Oh, I
then,
just saw a light flash. Over
yeah,
there.
there's cars over there.
Okay.
There's a little parking area that, not the one that you probably went to, but there's another parking area there. And then a little further over is the volcano house, deeper in the corner. You decided not to go with the wagon, huh?
Not on that bumpy road. I
Oh,
had a
good
turn
call.
and everything.
If I'd have known, I would have come and helped.
I'm the taxi, you know.
So our service is not amazing, Kim.
Oh, really?
You may get your wish after all.
Reason to go over the other Look how pretty that pink is.
I know, I've got it zoomed out so you can see, so everybody can see that right now.
You should see it over there. It's so pretty and
The one
orange.
half of the other side? Can we drive to there? Walk.
Where?
I brought the other
Oh, if you go to the other side, you can walk.
tripod in case you want it. I might run it with the Milky Way.
Oh, good call. Big moon tonight. Isn't it amazing? I don't want to turn it enough that the lava comes off the edge of the screen, but I'm going to go over a little more. So you can see the tree too. And actually I'm going to go ahead and go for it because over here behind the trees, it's pretty amazing. Because we're just waiting for lava.
Yep.
You don't need to see a little glow. Doesn't look quite as good in the camera. So my counter isn't working. 7 people. This one. I don't know why it does that sometimes.
Look how pretty that is.
It's so still. At least right here.
Well, look at the smoke.
Is it
even.
breezy up out of the trees?
No, it's not. I mean, look at the smoke.
Yeah.
Almost
We
looks
were
like
at the
it's
steam vents today. We walked out to the steam vent overlook. There was Pele's hair everywhere.
everywhere.
So I don't know when that got there.
Huh.
Could it be from episode 29?
No,
Did we have any
Had to
still
be.
time then? It was really windy, huh?
19 or 20, I'm sure.
I was shocked how much was there. All
Where are you
right,
guys from?
Texas.
Fort area. Nice. It's probably hot there, huh? It's very Texas has been a relatively mild summer for us. We got rain in July, which we got normally get a lot of.
Oh, really?
I would think it's I thought it was humid there.
It is humid. It is. But it's humid, but we don't get a lot of rain after June. But we actually got quite a bit in July and didn't even hit 100 until late for us. Yeah, so it's like about a week or so before we left, it started getting hot. Yeah, so we left right at the right time. Perfect. We're like, yay. Now it'll go back and it'll be miserable for the next month and a half. But
Fall's right around the corner.
yeah. Oh, we got real bright there for a second. What is happening? Just
Maybe got some flames in there, Joel. Let's see.
I don't know. I'll zoom in and take a look. So sometimes we get some hydrogen flames down there. I can't get my fingers to work.
Oh, actually. Shower. Where you guys staying? We're over. We're at the Fairmont Orchid.
Oh, over on the
yeah.
one
Yeah.
side.
So we're over here today. So yeah.
Did you do a lot of stuff, or have you been up here all day?
We
We left at 7:30 this morning.
yeah.
Did you go the south way, or did you come across Saddle Road?
We
We came across.
Did you?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
yeah, because we had to be here. We were doing that bike thing at 10.
Oh,
so we
I
had to
see,
get
right.
here.
You had a beautiful day for that.
Yeah.
It was-
Sometimes I see the people on the bikes and it's pouring rain. I feel so
Oh,
bad
wow.
for them.
Oh
Oh,
gosh, thank
gosh,
goodness!
I
No, I
see.
probably
Yeah.
would have hung it up.
Yeah. there's not as many people when it's raining. I think people just say, "Nah, I'm not doing that."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it either.
So I had told them, my sister-in-law and I came here back in in 2000. I actually think it was 2000. Let's see.
8?
No, it was like 2000. I said it was 2000. Actually, I think it was 2003 when I started thinking about it more. But when we were here, is when you could walk down, like, when it was going into the water, you could walk out in the lobby
Oh,
and
yeah.
just see all at your
Yes,
feet, and it
yes.
was just the coolest
So
thing
awesome,
I'd
right?
ever. I was like, this is the coolest thing.
I know.
And I'm so all my I have a million pictures and stuff, and they're all like on my old. That's before iPhone.
Right.
So it's all my flip phone, and I'm like, what did I do? So I was saying, I'm gonna find a way to get all those pictures off of that phone because I still
Yeah.
have the phone. But it was I mean, we to this day are just like that was the most awesome trip. Like just to
That's
walk
how we
out
fell in
there.
love with the
That's
lava.
how we fell in love with it too.
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
walking out to
Yes.
Kalapana and just
Watching.
We leave before it's light with headlamps, and we come back when it's dark.
Yeah.
Just headlamps, and you just stay there all day.
I mean, it was just like, and they're like, be careful because that can get right under your feet at any time, and this and that. We're just walking up to him, just like right.
I know.
Just, it was so. It was just as far as you could. See, it was just
Yep.
the coolest thing. I mean,
It
just
is
so
so
cool.
cool. Just to see how all that's formed when you go see
Yeah.
it now. Up here it's like,
Yeah.
I watched that form like that
Yeah.
before, and how it does that.
Well, and that's what, because I don't understand. I was like, okay, so that was coming from here, and flowing to. Okay,
Yep.
I just.
From Pu'u'o, which
Yeah.
is a
Started here, flowed from here to Pu'u'o, went underground again,
That's
and
what
came
was
out
underground,
in
yeah.
different places down the hill where you were.
yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Well, I hope we get to see it like that again someday.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to get hurt. I don't want anybody to lose
Yeah.
their house,
No.
but I want to go see the lava on the ground.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was cool.
We bought a lava lot out there just so we could go out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because they were like, only certain people go out there
For a
after
while,
a
yeah.
while, and so we $6,000 about this little lot, and we're like, oh, we can go out there.
Oh,
We never went to the lot. We
Yeah,
just
'cause it
go up
was-
and watch the lava.
it was great because I mean, we were just walking as far as
Yep.
it was just like you could just keep walking. It
Yep.
reminded me of like that Devastation Road, like the way it looked flat
Yep.
and whatever.
Right.
Except for there's just lava and these little things
Yep.
everywhere. And just kept walking. It's like little rivers running everywhere.
I know that's
And
how
I-
we fell in love with this island too. And we went to Maui, seriously, once or twice a year since the 90s. Brought our kids there. They knew Maui. We came here in 2014, 15, like that. Saw a lot of it. Never went back to Maui ever.
So in
Coming
2014,
here.
was it still that way where you could
Yeah.
go down?
Mhm.
Okay, so that was it was that
Yeah.
way for a long time.
From
Yep.
83.
It was from 83 all the way up until 2018.
Yeah.
You could go out there and see it.
So when the big thing happened in 2018, is that when that stopped?
Yeah.
That's when it all
That's when
disappeared. Yep.
Pu'u'o just drained.
Oh, wow.
Underground.
Really?
Yep. This drained,
Ah.
Pu'u'o drained, and it just straight beeline right to our neighborhood, Leilani Estates, and took 700 homes.
750.
750.
And that's where you
Yeah.
live?
We live there now.
Or
We
you
didn't
did-
live there
did
then,
they-
yeah.
We weren't there at the time.
Okay.
We bought a lot, one block from it. It's gorgeous. We love it.
Awesome.
You might imagine prices
lightning
dropped
wasn't-
pretty fast
wasn't-
around there. after
Twice
that.
we're hoping.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. It was so awesome. We took helicopter at the time and watching it just rapids of lava flowing through the neighborhoods. This side was brown, this side was green.
That's crazy.
Right up to the edge. And that just because the trade winds
Yeah.
always blew that way. Sorry, I'm not on your live stream. I was on the other one.
That's okay. I guess I should look here too and see what I see.
Yeah, the radio's telling us if it starts actually spewing everything, she goes, it will get bumper to bumper, like people coming out here
Yeah.
to see it.
You can't even get in there.
Yeah.
It'll get crazy. Got big plans tomorrow?
No, not really.
Oh, good. You can stay as late as it takes.
Yeah.
As late as your
Except for-
eyelids can handle. And
Except
your-
for we didn't come dressed appropriately.
yeah, that's true. You
No, we
gotta.
didn't.
Before we left, I said, you know, you're supposed to take like warm clothes and a, you know, and a
And we did
rain jacket and all this stuff. And of course, you know, you're packing because we went to Waikiki for 4 nights and then we came here. And you're like, you're trying to pack. I mean, I don't go on long vacations. I'm trying to pack, and I just kept forgetting. I mean, there's so many things like, oh, I forgot that. Oh, I forgot that. And I forgot any kind of leggings. Or I did bring a jacket, a whole jacket.
That's
but
good.
we'll see how long it. But yeah, it would be awesome to actually luck out and be here.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't imagine.
Let's hope. Just hearing it roaring when it's going off.
He was
too.
saying that because I had asked them, I was like, I wonder if you can actually hear it or feel
Oh,
it. And then
yeah.
he was, and I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. So
Joel,
Joel
and Kim.
Joel and
Yeah.
Kim. I'm sorry, you may have said that, but
Yeah.
so Shelley
just-
McKinley must have been. But anyway, Joel was saying that. I was like, okay, I was wondering if you could actually hear it.
Oh yeah.
Shelley
McKinley
McKinley.
and Weston.
Weston. All right. McKinley.
Yes.
Awesome.
That was my
That's
grandfather's
kind of
name.
unique. Was it really?
Yeah, my grandfather
That's
was
cool.
very Irish. He was Edward William McKinley Sullivan. So he went by
Very
that.
cool.
But I named her after.
That's an awesome girl name.
Thank
I mean, it's not super common. That's what makes it awesome, I guess, right?
Weird.
What's that?
Your picture's not very clear, is it?
Maybe I need to wipe my lens. What do I have for that? I didn't even think about it. I just pulled it out of my pocket and stuck it up there. We're also zoomed in kind of far.
Oh, that might be it. Because I tried to zoom in on this. Then.
Oh yeah, that's the
Okay.
easiest.
You zoomed
Alright.
in on a zoom in. And
Yeah.
It
It just doesn't look. Where is it though? It's just hard to see it.
gets not too far away.
So you have a mountain named after you.
Yeah, named after me.
Nice.
In Alaska, yeah, it did.
I think they're gonna
Change it
do
back.
Yeah, I think they're working to get it back to be Mount McKinley. That's what it belongs in the first place.
Good.
Kind of like the Gulf of America.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yep. Right there.
So many things changed now.
So where did y'all live before you came to Hawaii? Oh, yours. In Vegas? Oh, awesome.
That was a big change too.
Yeah, exactly. We go back there now and I'm like,
Oh, it's so scary.
it's so big.
Yeah. We were just
All
there.
our kids there and grandkids live
Oh, are
there,
they?
So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's not too bad to get
We were
to
just
do.
there.
Yeah,
We went
we were
to
just 3
Bryce.
weeks
We
ago.
flew into Vegas and went to Zion and
Oh
Bryce.
yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, about
Yeah, it's
3 weeks ago.
Yeah, those Utah parks are amazing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was just smoke. I thought something. It got like
You-
really.
oh,
orange. I know. I get so excited about every little thing I see. What was the big poof of orange smoke? I thought it was something else.
All right, I don't have anything to wipe the lens with. How about that? That's kind
Oh,
of remarkable.
do you need? I have or I might
Just
like lens cleaner.
you just looking for a rag, Joel?
Here we go. I got a thing
I
right
was
here. I got a
gonna
little
say
lens
just
thing
yeah,
right here.
just like a
When you said that, I thought, oh,
yeah. You don't need a wet anything. Just something.
just give it a little buff.
So the meteor shower is going off too. So
Oh,
maybe we'll
yeah.
get
Oh.
into the picture.
So maybe we'll get a meteor behind.
We got lots of stuff going on. Shimmer with some light. You can see it better.
This is the hardest part. Waiting. Now it's a song, right?
Mhm.
Waiting is the hardest part.
Tom Petty.
Tom Petty, yeah, there you go. I couldn't come up with it that fast. Don't ask me to sing it. Kim's the singer in the
She's
group.
singing
I
around.
can't sing.
whatever.
I can't sing, but I know the words. I'm a horrible singer.
So am I. I can't even
But-
sing happy birthday.
All right. All of a sudden, our cell phone services.
It does say really get the headlamp, get the.
Let's just keep them on. Keep a light going. They can go for a ride with us.
Guess so.
Oh, so people are getting on to watch
that you're losing reception?
Yeah.
I kind of forgot that we had some reception trouble here last time, didn't we?
Yeah, Ray
Just
said
to
the screen
spot?
froze.
Yeah.
Oh, it does visit.
Remarkably, we're close to everything here. And the spot that's way out there in the middle of nowhere has...
Oh yeah, it
Hmm.
does. And go for a walk.
I'll try it.
So how far down does this trail keep going? Does it go over there?
Yeah, it goes all the way up to 6,000 K, and then it drops all the way to 100.
So you want to go for a walk over there? Next thing and see if it works.
Probably.
Like this is really good.
Do you want to take everybody?
Your leader.
You can be my stumble leader.
Okay.
All the tree roots around here.
Yeah, I know. Bad.
I like this spot,
Yeah. I
but I
don't.
don't like the service. You want to go over there? I want to just pack it up and go to Kilauea?
Pat?
I mean, is that as zoomed in as you can get?
No, I can go more.
Okay. I mean,
Wanna
I
go
just
more?
was. No. I was just curious if it starts going. Can you?
If
zoom
it
in?
starts going, I'm going to have to back up. Because I won't get the top of the fountain.
Well, I don't know what kind of fountain. I hope it does.
What are you trying to do?
I was on it and then I somehow got off of it. It's just live now.
Let's go for a walk.
Okay.
We'll just leave all this here.
All right.
I can trust people from Texas.
All right. Ready?
All right, guys, we're going to go mobile. Let's see what kind of service we have down the way here. Going to be a little shaky while I get you off the tripod. And here we go.
You got it?
Yep. See you in a minute. It's pretty dark out here. We don't have a video problem. We've got no light. It's good down here. I'll just leave you down here. And you can freehand it till I get back with the
I'll
tripod.
go get the stuff.
Okay.
How can you tell? Can you see your
Yeah.
hand? We got the cameras and stuff set up here. Oh, get right there with it. On the edge.
There they are.
Right
Really
there is a good
close.
spot.
Yeah, it's a great spot as long as they don't come kick us off. Want to do it?
Is that here?
Yeah, just don't go in front of us, huh?
How are you? How's your signal?
Well, I'll just watch it a minute. Let me find the volcano to show people what's going on. Oh, Nene's.
Right here. Whoa. How's your signal?
2,700 right now.
That good or bad?
Yeah, that's pretty decent. Over there at Kilauea, you usually are sitting right between 5 and 6. As long as we're above 2,000, I feel good about it.
Wanna stay here?
Let's watch it a minute, see what it does. Over there, it was just cycling. It would go up to 5 and 6,000. It'd drop all the way to 100. Go all the way to 5 or 600. 6,000, I mean. Drop all the way to 100. Sorry for the shakiness, guys. I'm trying to freehand here. Maybe I'll zoom out even a little more. little bit, it's not quite so shaky. Little orange dot out there. Wow, it's holding right on 2703K all the time. Not even budging. I closed it and reopened it just to make sure it was updating. A little more windy here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's so stable it hasn't moved off 2703, which is really
Good.
great. Yeah.
I'll go get the tripod first in your chair. So
Try-
you hit zoom back in, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, I'll be right back.
I'm gonna stand right here.
Yep, don't move in there.
I'm definitely not walking forward. You guys can't see it, but there's a cliff right here. So if you guys see any buffering, tell me right away.
It's like me when I get one taco dog.
Very last of the sunset over there. No more colors. A little bit of daylight glow.
Tastes pretty good. I can taste the sulfur. I'm not like right next to it. That's not a car that's there.
What's in your nectar?
Okay, see, not just me. It's very important.
The bugs like the sun.
So according to the HVO update, actually it was on Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, commented that HVO flew over. They could see the lava 15 feet below the surface of the top of the cone, and it was pouring into a lava tube heading towards the crater floor. So we're wondering if the crater floor is going to light up somewhere else. Hopefully not, because we can't see much floor from here. And then Kim will get to say, I told you so, that we didn't go to Keonekakoi.
Yep.
She would never say, I told you so.
I would never do that. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my stuff, okay?
All right, thank you.
Our family wrap. Go ahead.
My backpack's over there too, okay?
It's right there.
Okay. All right, guys, we're back on the tripod. Stability should get a little better. And the service has been just locked in at 2703 all the time, which is not amazing, but it should allow us to have HD from this app. All right, that's as zoomed as I get. Gets a little bit grainy at that level. But all right, I'm gonna shake you guys up again. The tripod's not really set up right. Get us a little stability here. I'm sorry, it's just all black. We're working on it. All right, get you back on the shot here. There we go. Nope, John, there is nothing. Just gas and glow. We're hoping we get some. I'm gonna lower that whole thing in a second. Keep shaking everybody up.
Well, now's the time to do it when there's not much to see.
What is your YouTube channel?
It's Private Volcano Tours. So it's got an S on the end is the tricky part that sometimes people miss. And we're gonna stay a while. So if you give up, you can watch and then or turn around and come back.
I'll set up this one too,
Good idea.
so I might be able to catch some.
Kim's gonna try to get some Milky Way shots. Yeah, I know. Sorry. Nothing I can do about it. There's nothing to. No way to do it without moving it around.
Yeah.
There we go. Back on target here.
I can see the steam of the lava tube underneath there, huh? It's not glowing though, is it?
Nope. Lit by the moon. Dang it, guys. I'm so sorry. I get you all set and then I kick stuff.
I wouldn't do that.
No, Kim's better at this than me.
I took him on a walk the other day and about fell on my butt. And the camera was like looking up in the sky and everything else.
It was like watching that movie. What was that? That Blair Witch Project.
Oh yeah.
Kim took everybody on Blair Witch Project walk.
Yep.
Nick, we've been live streaming for 42 minutes, but it's been doing what we see right here. I think most of the evening and day. We're hoping we get some real activity here in a minute, if that's what you're talking about. Yesterday morning at 5:51, so 36 hours ago, something like that. 30 some hours ago, it overflowed one time. There you go. Raven's got a better answer, going all the way back to December 23rd. We've been waiting for this one for 3 days. Episode 30. Get loose.
Yeah, it's loose.
So you might need to take it off and tighten the little thing that goes on there.
Oh.
The whole thing might be spinning.
Mm.
Find it? Okay. Earlier today it was super hot. And now I'm starting to layer up. It's getting cold already. Thought I didn't have the sweatshirt. I was nervous for a minute that I was unprepared. Yeah, get it going, John. Find a way to post the actual dancing you're doing. That'd be fun. Hey, Charles. Aloha.
Hi, Charles. I'll go down there. Tell me where to go. Where's this go? You know?
It might be on the other side depending on how you have it mounted. You stick it in a hole and then there's a...
This thing.
Yeah,
Right.
so that's where the hole's at.
Okay.
Alright, you direct the light out of your eyes. Now you see it?
No.
It's right on the edge there.
Okay.
There's the tightener.
Mm-hmm.
See if you can turn that off a sec. Throw that on the tripod. We're trying to stick it in the mount.
Oh.
I had to look for it. I found it. Charles, we've been up here for maybe an hour. We started the stream 45 minutes ago because we were thinking we might see something. I was here earlier today. All right, Nick.
Okay. Guess we're staying till midnight.
Yeah, I don't want Nick to lose his money. Got to have some video evidence here.
Up here's a cool spot. They got little cabins up here, huh?
Yeah, John, they got little cabins up here right in the you can rent them from the Volcano House if you call into Volcano House. They got little cabins. They call them, what do they call them? They call them tent, or I don't know, cabin camping, because it's kind of like a little small A-frame like a tent, but you don't have to build a tent. And then there's a lot of places if you start looking around. You say Witch's Cottage. If you Google Witch's Cottage, you might actually stay in a witch's cottage. There's probably a lot of witches in Pahoa in our neighborhood. Be careful what you witch for. Bad dad joke.
Yep. Come on, Pele. You've waited long enough. 15 days. Let's do it. It's a Tuesday. The moon is bright.
Hanging out with us while we wait for something to happen. All right, I just wanted to type that and hit send. No, your witch's cabin would be pretty cheap, probably less than $50 a night.
Whew. Time to wash the clothes in my back. A little musty.
Need to get them out of the backpack once in a while,
I've been
maybe.
in there for 15 days.
Well, I typed a comment, but I can't see it. Isn't that funny?
Oh,
Really depends a lot on where, John.
Yep.
Closer to the ocean, the more money.
The other side.
The more services, the more money. The better the weather, the more money. Lava zones make a difference. You ought to come out and check it out.
Yep.
As little as a few, 3 or 4, maybe 500,000, maybe even less, to millions.
For a little cottage? It'd probably be
Yeah, for your
cheaper
witch's cabin, you can get in the
than cheap.
under 200 probably. In the woods,
Yep.
in the jungle, we'll call it. Okay, so my comment that I typed did not go in.
Mm-mm.
Well, how in the heck? Oregon Island.
I'm gonna catch a meteor tonight.
So I'm going to repeat myself, guys, because I'm going to try to talk to text for this comment I'm trying to put up and lock in. Us while we wait for the lava. One more time. Us while we wait for the lava. The microphone turns itself off.
You need to hit the blue button, send.
It's one that said send up at the top, but that's not the right one apparently, huh?
There was a blue button at the
Well,
bottom. How's your service?
service is still locked in at 2303. It hasn't even budged since we moved here.
That's weird.
Almost like it's not working, right?
Yeah. Well, if it's going, I mean, I can see it's live.
Yeah. Will you type that and comment it? All right. So the tilt is going up, up, up. Man, I want that to keep going.
Where's the owl?
Are you kidding me?
Where's the owl?
Did you hear that?
Yes.
They're talking about it over there.
Yeah.
So we just had an owl go by, pueo, or at least an owl of some kind. And it screeched on the way by. We were talking to a guy earlier, and he said when the owl flies by this cliff, you have lava within 24 hours. It went by yesterday when they were here, late night.
Mm-hmm.
So they were saying that by 8 o'clock tonight, we would have lava. Because that was last night that they saw the owl. Now they heard the owl again. So who knows what that really means, right?
I just heard it. It just flew by.
Yeah, I did too.
We hope. Come on.
That's what I wanted to do. Just pin that up there like that. Yep, anytime now. The next 5 minutes. According to the pueo seer.
Yep.
Okay, now Charles says 9:36.
Oh, again? 9:36 again?
Just like last time.
Okay.
We're counting on you, Charles.
Let's see what
I
time
kind
is
of hope 8 o'clock is right, because 9:36 is an hour and 36 minutes away. An hour and 40 minutes away.
That's all right. 9:36. It is way warmer over here than Kilauea. I'd be frozen. Right
Yeah,
now.
we'd be frozen already, right? Just for the windbreak right here.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know it's windy over there.
Oh, heck yeah.
Need my little tent.
Even if it's like 15 miles an hour, it'd be really cold right now.
Yeah. Although the way the smoke is going up, it doesn't look like it's that windy.
No, it's not pushing hard.
I don't know where Jurassic Park was filmed.
Jurassic Park was filmed mostly in Oahu. That's where all of the filmmaker people live. That's where they get the tax breaks. And that's where they have, I think it's Kilauea Ranch it's called. And they have old sets and props from all of the Jurassic Park movies. The very first Jurassic Park helicopter landing spot where they land at the bottom of that waterfall, that's in Kauai. And who knows, there may have been the random occasional thing over here, but most of it all in Oahu. And in studios, Universal Studios, California. Thanks for hanging out, Charles. Keep lurking in the background. Come back and tell us if something happens and we miss it. Oh, wait, we're here, we can't miss it. Hey Charles, if we do get a big, huge fountain, I think you have the capability, the permissions to change my title. If you would rewrite my title, I would love that. There goes the Pueo right there. Just flew by, I just saw it.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I see it right there.
There it goes the other way.
What is that? Is there a laser?
Oh, maybe that's what I was seeing. I thought I saw the owl fly
Right
by.
there. See, somebody's shooting a laser. Right there, look at it.
Oh yeah,
Oh shit. That's a laser.
that's a legit laser.
Yeah. Can you see it on
The
your camera?
military's here.
Can you, yeah, can you?
Can you see
No,
it on
I
the-
can't see it on the camera. We should be able
I
to.
thought I'm like, there is no rope in front of us. What am I seeing from the binoculars? There it is.
Oh
Look,
my
they're shining it
gosh.
on the volcano on the north end. Did you see it?
Uh-uh.
It's these guys right beside us.
So they're playing Star Wars music next door.
I know, what are they doing?
Just killing time till something happens, I guess.
I feel like a cat.
Your eyes twitching all over the place trying to follow it.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought a bird flew by. It might have been the laser, right?
It was, yeah.
Yeah. Had me going.
They shined it. Did you see it hit the north end? I was looking in the binoculars. And
All right, thanks, Charles. I'm pretty sure I can do it right here from this app. I just changed the picture,
see that? That was-
the image. So if I
Whoa.
can change the image, I can change the.
Oh my gosh.
See, it's on north end. Can they see that?
Might be some kind of rangefinder. I don't see it actually on the thing.
That is, if you look in the binoculars, you can see it on the north bank. Was there somebody behind us yelling?
There was somebody yelling out there, yeah. I couldn't hear what. Could you?
They're not happy.
No, they didn't sound happy. It sounded like they were angry about something.
They should outlaw lasers, because what if there was a plane flying low,
Yeah,
right?
those green ones especially, their pilots a lot say they get lights shined on them all the time.
Yeah.
Blind those guys and they can't fly, obviously. I saw that, Charles. I went snooping around some members only stuff today. There are probably a few more likes on some of the members only videos you got out there. I was snooping around a little bit because I'm a member of Doing Hawaii. I'll renew it. I'll keep it going. Now I'm a full legit member of Doing Hawaii.
I've looked on
And
how
a
to
Pal
do it, and
Hawaii
I can't
Tours.
figure it out. Because since you became a member, I was going to be a member, and I can't figure it out.
It's cheap. Membership is only, I think, $1.99. Some channels charge a lot, like $4.99. Oh, that's us. That's not a lot. We appreciate any support you guys give us, that's for sure. I like to release stuff early for members, and then it goes out to everybody later. But if you're not a subscriber, subscribing is free. Go ahead and subscribe.
I'm a bat. Oh no, I'm not a bat. You are not a bat. What's the one that can't see at me? I'm not.
A mole. A mole?
I'm a mole.
HOC, what's that?
Oh, he says let Kim watch the HOC member videos. She'll like that. All right.
What's the HOC?
HOC. I don't know.
That is
I guess I didn't get that far, Charles.
HOC.
All right, somebody tell us the acronym HOC.
Hot off chocolate.
What?
Hot over chocolate.
Oh, you're just guessing.
Orchids are beautiful.
Hot Orange County?
Hapu'u orchid.
Ah, yeah, she will love that. Hapu'u Orchid Condominium.
Oh, that's right. Because his little shibori got weed-eated by Scott.
All right, guys, 8 o'clock came and went, but we're rolling up on 8:08. Kim and I always mark 8:08 as a time. That is our area code, 808 Hawaii.
Hawaii 88.
Come on. We need some action.
Come on, baby.
It's pretty bright. Now, I've been watching, or not watching continuously, but looking in on the webcams from HVO, USGS, and the glow tonight looks more glowy than any of the other nights. It's definitely lighting up that other side. We're somewhere between the V1 and V2 cams right now. Velocipaster? Never seen that movie, Oregon Island.
Never even heard of it.
Velocipaster. I had to really kind of slow down to say that. Velociraptor? Did spell check get you, or did you get it right? Yeah, Charles, since we are the Orchid Isle, we should have somebody that has some orchid videos up, huh?
Charles does.
Yep. Half pasture, half velociraptor. All right. What's interesting, my iPad isn't in here. I wonder where that's at. Must be somewhere in the house, huh? Probably in the other backpack. Did I travel lately? No?
I think it was on.
Oh, it's on the printer. Yeah.
Because I asked you if that was mine or yours.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it, John. I might have made a joke about it, but I had an idea what you were talking about. Sometimes, though, a little explanation goes a long ways when it's just typing. I'm pretty good at never taking offense at typing that could be read multiple ways. I got the microphone turned around so you can hear me and Kim. You can probably hear other chatter around us, but I'm definitely going to point it at the volcano if we get some lava rolling.
Yeah.
We should be able to hear it good from here. We're about, I think I've decided 1.8 miles away. A little less maybe.
Ways away.
Oh yeah, Kim was lobbying to go to Keonekakohe where it'd be 1.2 miles away. But she would be frozen solid because it would be wind would be blowing over there.
I'd have to put my other pants on.
My other pants aren't even here. They're in the bin, I guess, still.
Yeah, do you want them?
No, I'm good.
Oh, you have shorts on?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, you want me to go get them?
I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I have a blanket.
No,
oh, no, I don't.
I'm good.
I can go get them if you need them. It's not that far.
Well, as soon as the lava starts, I'll send you. Just
yeah,
joking.
Sure. The action started. Go get my clothes so I can be comfortable.
That's funny. Thanks, Joseph. It does help a bunch when people like and subscribe. Like is almost as important as subscribing when you're here. Subscribing's free. Feel free to do it. That way you get a little notification if you ring the bell icon too that next time something's fun happening at the volcano, you'll get a little notification we're doing something.
It's a little scary.
I promise not to post cat videos.
What? I will.
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, I wonder what's over that edge right there. It's
A cliff? It goes down.
Straight down.
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah. We're at the edge of a cliff in a little bit of an out of bounds spot here. It's well traveled. A lot of people have put footprints here.
But it is serious.
We are not the first people to sit here, but it is a big drop.
Scary.
Thanks, Oregon Island, for trying, but links normally get blocked the way the chat works on here. We'll all just have to Google it. Is it a YouTube, something we can watch on YouTube?
Okay, that's new. Just got
Nice. So you had to see an ad, but it didn't block out what we're doing.
Huh.
That's good. I clicked around on a bunch of settings for ads, trying to limit them a little bit. And then it asked me a bunch of questions about ads. And I told them I didn't want ads that would make people leave the stream. So I don't know if that maybe is why it did that.
Also deine Kamera ist nicht besser, weil die macht ringsrum ganz komisches Flackerlicht. Finde ich nicht gut. Ich würde aber wieder da hochgehen, weil ich da ein bisschen näher dran war am Lavasee. Da wo wir zuerst waren. Ich gehe mal vor, ne?
Wir können ja auch mal ein Stück hochlaufen.
Wait, let me see the glass. I'm gonna put that. Please sit down your profile picture. No. Doesn't even have stuff.
But
Charles, did you go find Velocipaster?
Okay, you ready? Did you get another?
Oh, he's saying that's the first time I saw that on YouTube. Yeah, the split screen thing. I kind of like that. They're doing that for some sporting events on regular TV too. They'll continue to show the timeout on TV and show a commercial in the other half, or sometimes upper corner only. Or I guess maybe the more I think about that, maybe the upper corner is the game continuation while the commercial plays 3/4 screen. So that broadcast rate of 2703 kbps has been solid since I moved here.
nice.
That almost doesn't seem right. Something to steady at that number all this time is crazy. We must be just right in some little band of reception for that tower behind us. There is a little line right there. Did you hear that, Kim? Hear them talking about that?
What?
Oh, you did it just now.
No.
Little moon bow there, a little moon.
Yeah.
Ah, it's beautiful, Kim.
Isn't that pretty?
So shoot one straight at the crater. Long exposure like that. Because there's like a band of, almost like a rain band, but it must be other fog.
I saw it go by. Isn't that crazy? It makes it look day out. Look
Looks
at that.
daylight, yeah. So you guys might not know this, but Kim is an amazing photographer.
Look at how it looks like it's on fire. Isn't that
It
crazy?
does.
But also, our turnaround time is 10:30, so by the time we get back to the car, it'll be 10:30. I want to leave when Dad is ready to leave and he has to drive us home.
Kim takes great pictures, you guys. I don't know. She's snapping a few right now that are amazing. I put them on the YouTube channel sometimes in the post section. She doesn't always share them with me, so I don't always get to put the good ones up.
Too bad for you.
Oh,
I send you the good ones.
she does send me good ones. I'm joking around. But they're, so she's here tonight, hoping we can get some Milky Way. We got some kind of high clouds, so we might not get anything. She's heading to see her nighttime app to find if the Milky Way is out there. It looks like it's to the right, Kim.
Alright, well, no, this is, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, that's not the thing.
What's going on?
Find it?
No, I'm looking for, oh, there. I knew, that's Maui's Hook right there. I was wondering
Oh, really?
if that was Maui's Hook, yeah.
Wow, there's almost a Maui's Hook cloud shape right there near it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here in Hawaii, we have constellations that do not match all of the traditional constellations. They are Hawaii-specific ones. So Maui's Hook
Is the scorpion tail.
is the tail of Scorpio.
Scorpio's tail.
Plus one, maybe? Or is there any other
Yeah.
extra stars?
Well, it just shows me, you know, because the guy told me it was Scorpio's tail. So, but you can see it right there, right?
We got to get to the planetarium and get some more
I know.
information on some of that.
Yeah. So I wanted to try to get a picture of that, but the moon is in a wrong spot.
So is there anybody that's been watching the cameras that agrees it's way more bright tonight? It's way glowier? Glowier?
Glowier?
Yeah. I am not an English major. Oh, I have the comments hidden. Hang on a minute. I can't even see the comments right now. How did I do that?
Mm-hmm. So,
volcano roll. That's a good idea. That would help. Are you here on island, Oregon Island? Or are you in Oregon? Thanks, Charles. I'm glad to hear it's brighter tonight. So much for lurking again. I love your participation, dude. Thank you. If you guys don't already know, Doing Hawaii has a 24/7 live stream of what's going on up here. I'm curious what's happening with seismic stuff. I'm sure you all know already, and maybe some of you don't, but they flew over earlier today, and they could see the lava close to the surface. 15 feet, I think they called it. And the lava was flowing into a lava tube in the direction of the caldera floor. So, there might be lava pushing up over there, and we just don't know it. Because it's disappearing into a lava tube that runs down underneath the crust. When we first got here in the daylight, we could see a line of
Look, I got Maui's
gassy areas. Oh, that is awesome, Kim.
Isn't that cool?
I told you guys she's a great photographer. She just took a picture of Maui's hook, and it's really cool because the moon is right beside it, and there's these moon rays
Going
and some
into
kind of
Maui.
misty clouds.
Right into Maui's hook. This one I got
Right
off to
into
the side
Maui's
a little
hook,
bit, but
yeah.
This one's better, huh?
That one's better.
Cool.
The moon's pretty close right there.
It is, I know.
Good. That V2 cam is sometimes worthless at night, right? Depends how much fog is in the caldera too. If you can see all the way across from Volcano House. Close to 3 miles from Volcano House. 2.8 maybe. Was that a real meteor that just shot by on your screen?
No,
Okay.
doing that. So I keep looking up, but it does that to me a lot.
So we are supposed to be having a meteor shower tonight too, right?
Well, it's going until the 12th.
Okay, so it's a continuation of what we saw the other night.
Mm-hmm. The other night was supposed to be the big stuff.
Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. I pinned Kim's comment up there because if you're joining us occasionally off and on throughout the night, I know it says lava returns to Kilauea caldera or whatever it's called, the name of the stream, and I hope I'm right. Lava returns
I hope so.
in a big way. We want more than just glow.
Mm-hmm.
We want flow.
Yes.
Kim's gonna work that into a little rap later, perform it for us.
Yeah, right.
About glow and flow and
After the snow.
the moon is super bright, guys. We can see really good tonight.
Yeah, it is.
Kim took a long exposure picture and it looks like it's daylight out here.
Yeah. You want Diet Coke?
Not yet. I guess we do have a bathroom close by.
Yeah, we do.
No, I'm gonna wait.
It's a little chilly.
I know, it's kind of cool, right?
I need to put my warm pants on. Do you want me to go get your pants?
8:26 for an hour and 10 minutes yet before we're
Okay.
gonna get lava. So if you get, are your pants in the truck too?
No, my pants are right here, but
Oh,
I'll
you
go
brought
get
yours. Just kidding.
Well, yours weren't in a backpack. I would have grabbed them too in a backpack. You gotta be freezing in shorts,
If
though.
you would, that'd be great.
Okay, I'm gonna go get 'em.
My butt's chilly right now with pants on.
I'll be right back.
Kim's going for a walk.
Do you want anything else? You good?
No, I think I'm good.
Let me go to the bathroom for you.
Do you have any water?
Yeah, in the cooler right there.
Okay, I don't need it now. I just thought I might drink water instead of Diet Coke. Thank you. Yeah, I know. Sitting out here in my underwear all this time, it gets a little chilly. I do have real shoes on tonight. Not knowing for sure where we were going to set up and watch from. I came up in a t-shirt, shorts, and boots. Got a sweatshirt, a raincoat, some head cover. Well, there's not much to talk about, guys. Just watching and watching and watching. Hopefully, we get something to talk about. While we're waiting and while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to put a new battery on, so there might be a little jump in the camera. Yeah, Raven. Shoot, I forgot his name. Malcolm Melodies is the name of his business. And his name is not coming to me. Malcolm Melodies, though. He's got a YouTube channel. He's got a web page. He teaches ukulele and other string instrument stuff. Super nice guy. Also a tour guide. Works for Wasabi Tours. He's one of the only guys I know that works as a guide for someone else. Everybody else I know is the small guys. He might be here tonight, somewhere. That really made a nice live stream, having him just standing around playing with us. YouTube didn't have a problem with it. We didn't get any copyright issues on that video, so that's kind of cool. Sorry for the jumping around. Ever since I put that battery on, I'm having a hard time getting you back where I want you. That should be the sweet spot again. Yeah, I don't think Brad Ayez would be walking out to the Kilauea and Kilauea overlook anytime soon. He was an amazing musician and singer, but I don't think walking was one of his specialties. I'm going to put you guys on mute while I put some clothes on.
stay all night now. But I'm not. If we don't have lava by 10 o'clock, we're bailing out. If we have lava at 9:55, who knows what happens?
We're not leaving. So bright with the moon, isn't it?
Yeah, we can see really good out here. This would be a scary cliff if it was dark,
Oh
dark
my
like it usually is.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. I wish there was more to see besides that glowy, misty, steamy, gassy.
What if you back out and look at the moon?
Yeah, you guys want to see the moon?
Yeah, back out a little bit.
All right, let's check out the moon a minute. I can't show you Maui's hook because the stars are a little fogged out. But yeah, here we go. We're going to go for a little ride, guys.
Zoom out. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Raven. It's got its own new form down there. We were talking about with one of the other guys here that the whole volcano is different now. There's the moon.
The Maui hook is right to the right of it, but you can't see it.
No. We got our little green camera dot from the moon in the lens.
Huh. What if you zoom in? Does it not work?
Zoom in on what?
Zoom in further.
Not further out, sorry.
Yeah, not.
Why I do that all the time. You think I've never used a cell phone before? Probably partly because my dang fingers don't ever work.
To the right, just a little bit. What if you zoom in one more time?
I don't think I got any more.
Really?
Which way?
You pull them out. Pull your fingers out. Oh yeah, there. Probably way too far. Okay, there's the moon. So, right to the right.
You're not going to be able to see stars up there through that crap.
Probably not.
Plus, I see one star. I just heard the hawk again. Or EO, whatever it is. I'm not EO, but Pue.
Can't see it.
Alright, I'll quit juggling y'all around trying to see stuff that isn't there. We'll just look at the moon a minute. How about that? Oh. Alright, I don't see any stars in that view. Do you, Kim?
No.
Can you see them on you better? I don't know. I don't see them in this for sure. It's amazing how dark the sky is in the camera, but how bright it is here in person.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
We were zoomed way out there. So my fingers are so dry, I really can't even make the zoom work on here. This was a bad experiment. I can't get you guys back. Sorry.
You want to use this other tripod that's easier?
It's more trouble with my phone than it is the tripod, but yeah, maybe. There we go. Kind of back where we started.
And nothing happening.
Nothing to see. Well, we're an hour and 44 minutes in, guys. If there's anybody still out there, thank you. If there's anybody that just joined us, thank you for that. If you got nothing else to do, hang around and see the mist. See the gassy glow.
How do I find that tilt thing? Where do I go?
My best advice is to go to the USGS page on YouTube.
Okay. That one that you go to is what the one I'm looking for.
So go So tilt's still going up, guys. Yeah, we don't want any rain, Sandy. Yeah, that, so Kim and I lived in Nebraska for one time in our lives. And Nebraska farmers and Kim's grandpa probably said if there's a ring around the moon, it's going to be stormy tomorrow, right?
Something, yeah.
There's always some story about if there's a ring or if there's different weather events meant something coming up, of course. Ice crystals. Yeah, we got some high clouds up there. I wouldn't be surprised if they're icy. What are our neighbors saying over there?
Yeah, just reading, do you think there will be any creatures that climb out of the volcano?
Hope not.
If so, I'm out of here.
Yeah, Godzilla maybe.
I'm out of here.
Not too hot for Godzilla. Yeah, the temperature in there is more than 1,000. Probably more like 2,000. I have this interesting little blue dot on my phone. What is that all about?
It's the top of your phone.
What is that?
I don't know.
Wasn't there before.
Normally it's like a GPS or a something. How's your battery, by the way?
Battery's at 70. I put a new battery. I put a battery out there. I don't know. Sorry guys, I got a little blurry here for a second. Get my focus back. It's not really me, it's just it's also hard to focus a camera on gas. I'd rather not, Raven, since I don't know anything about it. Is it a YouTube link? It doesn't matter. Cold?
Nope, I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. These pants make a huge difference.
I bet. It's freezing.
My legs are cold.
I bet.
I got to put the sweatshirt that was on my legs on my body.
Yep.
Got my hood up.
Mm-hmm.
We've been going for a minute and 53 seconds. It's 8:54. We got 40 minutes till Charles's prediction.
You mean an hour?
Oh, did I say
A minute. You said a minute.
a minute? Okay. Yeah, we have more than a minute. 9:36, he said.
Yep.
40 minutes.
Yep.
42 if you want to get precise. So in 42 minutes, we're going to get some legit splatters. We don't even have any flames burning.
Mm-mm.
So a couple days ago, I had an environmental scientist on a tour with me. And I was talking about the gases coming out of the crater. And he asked me a couple questions, and I guess I answered right because he agreed with me and then told me he was, later on I learned he was an environmental scientist. Well, I know you're just joking, Charles, but Kim's always gonna hold you to it if you make a prediction. I wouldn't hold you to it, but Kim would. I hope you're right. We're gonna definitely stay to find out because you nailed it one other time at 9:36. What was the there was another gas we talked about coming out of the volcano. I guess we were talking about burning hydrogen, or not hydrogen. What's the flame we see sometimes? Yeah, that's a hydrogen flame, right?
I don't know.
Anyway, we talked about all the gases. That's how smart I am. I got a whole bunch of new scoop and I can't even share it with you guys now. I lost it all already. Yeah, it's a hydrogen flame that we see. I'm almost 100%. Oh yeah, there we go. Charles says hydrogen. So that hydrogen gas is coming, then the hydrogen gas burns, and the product of hydrogen flame gives us whatever comes off of a hydrogen flame that burns. I lost the name. It's hydrogen sulfide, hydrogen something, hydrogen oxide maybe. So hydrogen dioxide. Anyway, definitely a greenhouse gas. The sulfur dioxide is not as much of a greenhouse gas, but still makes a bunch of particulate matter that screws with us. Harder on your lungs and stuff than it is on the environment, really. Now the moon is cleared out of the way. If the moon moves over more and more and more, we might get a chance to see those stars.
Yeah.
The clouds are clearing up, but the moon is so bright right around it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just keep staring at that gas, and every now and then I feel like it looks like something. Then I look at the zoomed in camera and I find out it's nothing. Well,
Time is it?
almost 9 o'clock, 8:59. So Taylor's package finally arrived in Vegas. Expected delivery on the 7th. How can a 3-day package take?
It's in Vegas right now?
Yeah.
Why would it not get there tomorrow?
I don't know. It says arrived at destination facility, expected delivery the 7th.
It's gonna sit and melt for 2 days.
You might be right, Oregon Island.
What?
He says he don't think it's happening tonight. You never know. We're gonna stay another 36 minutes. Check in at 9:45. If the stream is down, it didn't happen for us.
Yep.
We'll probably stay till 10.
Yep.
Enjoy that mixed drink. What are you mixing? I am so amazed that connection is at 2703 still.
Still?
It is just locked in. It hasn't budged.
Hmm.
Of course, there's nobody else around us using a cell phone.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think when it gets really busy up here, all the bandwidth gets spread out between everybody,
Yeah.
and you end up with almost nothing. Yeah, there's not very many of you here. If you're here and you're not a subscriber, and there's nothing happening right now anyway, take the time to find that subscribe button. It's free. You're probably already subscribed to a bunch of crap you don't care about. Why not one more that's cool and fun and has lava? We might get a sunburn out here from the moon. It's bright.
Great.
So I don't know if you're still out there lurking, Charles, but I'd be curious if you hear me at all to know what's happening with any seismic activity. Is the volcanic tremor just kind of humming around like it was, low and steady? Or have we seen any pulses? I'm hoping we've seen something. If my phone wasn't up there on the tripod, I would grab it and I'd go to Doing Hawaii and check. So if you're here and you're not subscribed to Doing Hawaii's page, go there and take a look. Charles has a live stream showing all the time from the different USGS cameras, other data from the tilt meters, other data from the seismic locations around the caldera, the crater. So last night, after Kim had been here for almost 8 hours, we were talking about having dinner at Volcano House. And then we were going to just eat at Volcano House and maybe go back out and watch. I am so glad we did not stay. Oh man. Here we are 24, 20, 30 hours later. And we would have been pretty disappointed. That's hilarious. Thanks, Kim, for the super chat.
Did you read what it's for?
Ice cream after the live. Oh man. And I don't think she normally has a card set up on YouTube either. That's how desperate she is for ice cream. That's hilarious. She spent her money to give me our money to give us a super chat. And the only people that really benefited was YouTube, because they take a percentage, whatever that number is. But I think that's a hint that we're getting some ice cream on the way home. All right, Charles, I see it now. Pulsing earlier today. Seems to be a very low level continuous tremor. All right, cool. Yeah, I turned, wouldn't call it paranormal activity, but there is a pretty evident mana here. How about that word? So it feels a little spiritual around the crater on a pretty regular basis. You can see why Hawaiians had this feeling that something special was going on up here. Yeah, if it's all flowing in that tube running down to the crater floor, we're not going to get to see it. The floor might swell up, depending on what kind of volume we're talking about. The tilt's still on the way up though, last time I checked. So if the tilt's on the way up, then we're going to have to get something happening somewhere. Yeah, sometimes people, you know, of course you can see in that gassy, lit, illuminated stuff out there. Some people freeze the frame once in a while, and they say they can see Pele's face. There's another more lesser known, but also a deity called Kilauea that is a little more devious and destructive, maybe be a way to put it. And people see him in the flames, and people see him in the lava, see him in the lit gases. All right, what do you got, Charles? Charles has some comments here. I was looking away from
So
it.
we need the lava to go higher than the tube, so it comes out.
Yeah. Come on, let's get some going. Yeah, so if the tilt's on the way up, there's got to be some pressure. Since it started that 45-degree angle, how much did it go up?
A lot. I don't know.
It looks like a lot when you're on the 2-day,
Yeah.
but maybe it's not as much as it looks like when you see it in that up-close, zoomed-in version. But it's getting somewhere around a half a microradian, I feel like. Maybe it's only a quarter. But yeah, if it's got some tilt going, we're getting some pressure, we should see something press us up to that new high point. I'm encouraged by the fact they can see into the actual hole, the opening.
That's kind of cool. Wouldn't that be awesome to do?
To fly over?
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah. I was out here today and the helicopter was flying. They didn't fly directly over. They did fly kind of like between, I don't know, KMC. No, it would have been further over than that because they were clear over. I don't know what they were doing actually, now that I think about it.
I did that live yesterday.
But they flew across here. They didn't fly over the crate directly over though.
That's exactly what they did. They did it twice. I caught them one time, but then they'd go way clear up there and just sit up top. So I don't know if they can zoom in that far.
Yeah, maybe they can zoom more. Yeah, Charles, so the GPS is showing the width getting wider. That's awesome to hear. Because as that tilt goes up, the GPSs get further apart. Tiny amounts. Man, those must be super sensitive instruments, right? So I don't know where they have them, and I don't think they publish the data, but there's actually some gravity sensors out in the caldera floor area, I think. I know there was one that they went and rescued before the lava got it. But somehow, wow. So Charles says there's been an increase of 2.5 microradians over the last 10 hours. That's a lot. That is a lot. So we've got to have gained from the bottom to where we got to the end of episode 29. Are we over 20? I think we lost 19 during episode 29. So if we lost 19 and we're beyond 19, how much more do we need? whole thing might be different now.
Yep.
This might be what we get for a long time.
Yep. Might not be any episodes anymore.
Yeah, maybe episode 29 was the last of the episodes. This is just going to fill up, create some pressure, and then it's going to leak out and run to somewhere else.
Well, it's awful bright.
It's got to be going somewhere, right?
Yeah. It's going in this tube.
And this is the only light we see. This is the only illuminated spot we see. So it's here. But yeah, if it's running in a tube right near there and just running under the crust, until it gets enough under the crust that it breaks the crust, we won't know about it. That's pretty cool. The tilt meters can pick up an earthquake in Russia.
Yeah. Like a crazy.
I just saw some lights clear over there. Right over by where we were talking about the V1 camera being. So there's some activity on the crater rim over by the V1 camera. No, Raven, not that we could see, but we did see kind of a line of extra gassy area extending out from the vent area, that vent and cone area, onto the floor. So we thought, as we got here in the daylight, that maybe that is where that lava tube is running. And Kim was, well, she was pitching the idea to go to Kilauea, our usual overlook spot. She thought it would be a good idea if we could go over there, because we would see it if it did create enough pressure that it punched through the floor. If it punches through the floor where we think it might punch through the floor from what we saw earlier today, it would be behind the cliff for us. So for that reason, I'm hoping it doesn't punch through the floor, and I have to tell Kim she was right. That we should have went to Kilauea Overlook. Kim's right about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You are. So our neighbors are making more and more noise. Can you guys hear the neighbors chattering over there? Thanks, Raven, for hanging out, being there, modding for us. It is super late where you are. What time is it? 9:18 here means it's, wow, is it 3:18 where you are? Go to bed. You should be able to hear us pretty good, Charles. We got the mic pointing our way today. Well, it's not totally pointing at us, I guess. We can try not to be noisy like our neighbors. Our neighbors are over there throwing a party, it sounds like. They must be drinking as loud as they are.
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not, because they are close to the edge. At the very least, we don't want them to tip their tripods over. They're a bunch of photographers. None of them that we know. 9:19. Hartley. The youngest daughter on my tour today, her name was Faye. And for some reason I called her Ava somewhere along the way.
Ava?
Yep. So then as soon as I said it, I knew I was wrong. You know, Faye, F-A-E, Ava, A-V-A, like, 3 letters. That's how I pulled it out. That's my excuse anyway. Anyway, and then I jokingly on purpose called her Ava later in the day. And then I apologized to her a little bit that I messed up her name when we were saying goodbye. And her dad said, well, maybe that's going to stick for a while. She was like, rolled her eyes like, oh, great. Uncle Joel screwed up and called me the wrong name. Now I'm going to get Ava for a nickname for a while. They were good kids, fun family. Sorry, Charles. We could put the mic closer. We just have it hanging, pointing our way on the tripod over here. That's pretty funny.
What do you say? You can't hear it?
Have you had any ads in that same method where it comes up half screen? That's kind of cool. No sign, huh? So I think it would probably be the F3 cam up against the crater wall, the cliff wall, opposite the camera is where I would look for it. According to the line of gassy spot we saw earlier. And it wasn't really a perfectly straight line like we said. Yes, there's definitely a lava tube there. But it was...
It looked like a straight line.
Yeah, it looked pretty, straight enough that we said, hey, maybe right there. I'm sure that if the people running the cameras noticed any glow from anywhere on the floor that they could see, they would zoom in on it.
Oh, yeah.
So I just heard from our neighbors talking about it. They just checked the tilt and it's still going up. And it's going up hard, like a 45-degree angle.
Yeah, it is. Crazy.
So what's going to happen probably is we're going to hit some sort of limit here and say, okay, that's enough, let's go home. And when we're halfway home, Charles is going to call and say, it's happening. And we're going to look at each other and say, what do we do? What do we do if that happens?
And I'm going to say, drop me off at home so I can go to bed and you head back up there.
I don't want to miss it.
I don't either.
So Raven, I think you're right. And
What?
when you just sleep, she says, it will pop. And she's right. But tonight, tomorrow night, tomorrow morning.
But it's, I don't know.
Yeah, my neighbors might be watching Doing Hawaii. Maybe they just, they could be.
Yeah, that could be.
I heard one of them say they were looking for Mr. Mongoose. So I'm sure they are now that I think about it.
Definitely then.
They're definitely watching. They were going to search for him in Pahoa next.
Want some popcorn?
It's an interesting mix of accents over there too. A couple of obvious locals. No. It's a couple obvious locals. A European style accent like Swedish or German maybe. Asian accent. Female Asian accent. He was in Volcano? Well, he's leaving quick. I know that I've watched before. He gets out of there pretty quick after you find him. So Pahoa would be a long ways, long jaunt. Gonna take him a while to get to Pahoa. Or can he teleport? Does he get places pretty fast? I've never played. Maybe I should play so I can see if I can figure out if he leaves Volcano. He was just found here. Should you search in a town close by? So if you guys don't have any idea what we're talking about, on Doing Hawaii you can play some games too. And one of those things is looking for Mr. Mongoose. Alright. So my knowledge of Hawaiian geography, knowing what towns are close by, wouldn't help me out any. Thanks, Raven, for that. Doing Hawaii is feeding all this stuff live all the time. Used to get to see our live feed sometimes on Doing Hawaii. We had the Scott cam, which is our friend Scott, and we had the Joel cam, and then the Joel and Kim cam. Now, with all of the good cameras USGS put up, we're obsolete.
Except for the sound.
Except for the audio. Yeah, that's for sure. If you want audio, you got to come here or to a POW Hawaii Tours live stream if Scott's up here. Kim and I are usually the night shift and Scott's the day shift. But lately we've had so many tours going on, it's been all up to Kim. Summer's almost over. The busy season is going to slow down. Yeah, that's one of the coolest things. It's not the audio listening to us talk. The audio when the lava is going off. Mm-hmm. It sounds like jet engines, distant waves, and freeway traffic in the distance, all blended together. So I don't have a problem with the microphone. That's Kim's popcorn bag crackling. If you guys can hear that.
I'm eating snacks.
She's all bundled up.
I barely get it in my mouth.
Yep, she has to let her lift her chin up to get it out, get it outside of the hood that she's got on. I wish we could play some music. If we play music on our YouTube live streams, we get, well, we all just call it copyrighted. YouTube shuts it down because of the copyrighted music that we don't pay for. T minus 6 minutes. 6 minutes to liftoff.
Cool. Here we go.
Yeah. I would imagine. It just kept on too, like full force. I wish I could have got closer to fissure 8 to hear it.
That would have been cool.
We joke all the time that if we would have been inside Leilani for fissure 8 or for the eruption, we might have killed ourselves. We might have died trying to get closer and hear more and see more and do more.
Yep.
I think we would have been okay.
I
But
don't know. Yep, that bag's done.
She heard you crunching it up. That's funny. I didn't understand what she meant.
I think that's what she meant.
I get it now, yeah. She heard you crumpling up the bag.
Yep, that one's done.
That is hilarious. Yep, I would have been there with you guys. Kim would have been right beside me.
Yep.
We got to fly over in a helicopter. We got to drive down the highway. We didn't drive up and challenge the National Guard guys keeping the people out.
Nope.
We felt guilty enough just driving by. No flame, right, Kim? I've been trying to look with my naked eye and was thinking about picking up some binoculars. No flame, no splatter.
Yep.
But a lot of glow. That lava's got to be right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think I'm going to crack open a Diet Coke. You want a drink?
I'll have a drink here. Yeah.
It's 9:30. I'm going to have a Diet Coke. But I got an hour drive home. Ooh, that's cool, Charles. I can see a little bit of that illumination through the gas once in a while here. Lighting up that backside, but I love when it lights up the rocks around it. So what about from V3? Because V3 I feel like has a lower opening side. Like, can you see anything in there? Is it all below the level? I'm sure you would have said something. You can see something. I don't even know why I'm asking, but oh, yep, T minus 2 minutes. 9:36 is coming.
I think so. Nice more popcorn down.
I have a little countdown timer, but if I run the timer, I think it blocks out the camera, so I don't want to do that.
Here you go.
Oh, you know what I didn't do? Interestingly, guys, I didn't turn on the little clock in the corner. Disappointed. Of course, there's nothing that we really need to timestamp right now, but
Nope.
I got a timestamp. I might as well turn it on.
9:35.
3:35. How you feeling, Raven? You feeling good? I know you've been having some crazy weather. Probably supposed to be getting out and getting a little exercise. But I hope you're feeling good. As long as you don't have to get up early tomorrow morning for anything, I guess. Well, my clock shouldn't be wrong. It should be running off the same time as my phone.
9:36.
9:36 on 8/5/2025. It might be a little delayed, actually, now that you mention it, Charles. There's sometimes as many as 18, 19-second delay from the kind of, I don't know what we'll call it, video lag. What we see, and it's the stabilization, I think, is what makes it so long. If you turn the stabilization off, the delay gets shorter. But then you think it's shaky sometimes now. Just think about how shaky it would be otherwise. Now I'm getting a little glimmer of the rocks back there because the gas is a little lower. I like when the fountains are shooting in the air and it lights up the whole back wall.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the most impressive time.
Yep.
Although we don't really have much of a back wall anymore, we have a back hill.
Yep.
But the other wall, on the opposite side of where we are, is one we can't normally see. I've seen quite a few headlamps and lights over by Keonekakohe. People are walking out there. People are standing around seeing stuff. They're all looking at what we're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Glowy gas. So if we go home at 10, we'll be home by 11. We can be back up here right after sunrise.
Craziness to be even sharpen me.
What's that?
The focusing me.
Is it not focused? I think it's about as sharp as it's going to get. It's the level of zoom that makes it a little tricky. Let's see if I can pull it in a little tighter. You're right. Let's see. No, can't really focus it any more than that. It's tricky because it's got gas to try to focus on, and it's in autofocus mode. But I can pick a different location for it to focus on. There's also a little brightness factor there.
Is that the wind?
Yeah. Aren't you glad we aren't out Kilauea?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
So you guys can't hear that probably, but the trees were just blowing and whipping around. Must have had a pretty good sized gust. Although the gas is not like really blowing away hard.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes when it's really windy, it looks like there's no gas because it's blowing away so hard. There's a lot of gas. And I always think it looks like there's more gas when it's more lit up.
Mm-hmm.
So it might not really be more gas, but it's just illuminated. Kind of like as the sun moves around during the day, it looks like more or less. It looks bluer, it looks browner. And I think it is a little bluer and browner sometimes, but I think it's the lighting makes it look different. Or maybe it shows off its real color when it gets just right. Hey Myrtle, how you doing? So the V1 no, I don't think you caused it, Myrtle, for sure. There's some speculation among people up here at the edge and a few people that maybe know stuff that it's going to be different, and we don't know what we're going to see. If you go back to the old lava lake from 2008, you didn't see the lava very often. It just kind of went up and down and up and down and glimmered a little bit. You know, I'd be curious to know what the tilt meters looked during the 2008 lake that moved up and down in that hole, that conduit that came up to the top.
Yeah.
Maybe the tilt meter went up and down then too, kind of like it's been for the last couple days.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not any historical information on that, is there, Charles? I don't know. But if it used to go up and down, maybe we're in that sort of phase again where it's just going to be lava near the surface for a long period of time.
Yeah.
And we got 29 episodes before that started. I wonder how sensitive the things were. I always wonder about, you know, we talk about climate change and we talk about all the science, sea level rise, all that kind of stuff. I always wonder if we just have better instrumentation now. Like the tilt meters in 2008. Same exact technology, same exact devices. Do we have better ones now? We definitely have better GPS. We definitely have better satellite. But if we compare, you know, tilt stuff from 2008 to tilt stuff in 2025, I gotta believe we have better technology now and we're using more precise equipment. Yeah, I guess there's not really a comparison the more I think about it. Well, Charles has something here. Yeah, I suppose, Charles, it's kind of like the TV we used to watch back then. We didn't have any HD. We definitely didn't have, you know, not even 1080p. If you think about a 2008 TV, we had those old projection backlit boxes and we thought those were great. I remember we spent like $5,000 for a 32-inch rear projection TV right before the Super Bowl.
It was huge.
Was it bigger than 32?
Yeah.
I don't think it was huge as you think.
It was,
Okay, maybe it was 40 inches.
I think it was bigger than that.
50? I don't know.
55 inch. It was huge.
It was a big TV. That thing was like a queen-size mattress.
Equipment.
It was a big giant box.
Yeah.
Weighed a ton. We moved during the time we owned that thing, and we did move it, didn't we? We tried to get somebody to take it. We moved it with us, and then somebody took it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we got 4K. Well, come on, Raven. It wasn't that long ago. We had color TV in 2008. I'm not that old. I don't think, did I ever have a black, did you ever have a black and white TV that you watched only black and white? I think I always had TV in color my whole childhood. There might have been one, but I didn't like.
My grandma and grandpa had a black and white.
Yeah. I watched Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner and all that stuff that's too scary for kids now in color every Saturday morning. Now you watch cartoons on demand. You want to watch something? Just search it up, hit the button, watch it. Used to watch the coyote smash himself into walls. Daffy Duck hit people over the head with frying pans. Oh my gosh, no wonder I'm so damaged.
Minutes.
Yeah, I didn't have any black and white, but I did have 3 channels, you're right.
Yeah.
And PBS. I had 4 channels. I had the 3 networks and PBS.
9.6 inch.
That was a little screen. 9.6 inches.
Pepe Le Pew.
Ah, Pepe Le Pew. Somebody say that? I didn't see it.
No, somebody's saying cartoons.
Yeah, Kim watched Pepe Le Pew.
My
Oh yeah,
favorite.
he was always, you know, prancing around trying
For that cat.
to seduce that cat. Can you believe we watched that? A skunk trying to seduce a cat. That was hilarious. I forgot all about that. Pepe Le Pew. Yeah, the PBS channel, that's where you got to watch some Sesame Street. You got to learn how to count with Count Dracula, the Count, just the Count. Is that what they called him? They didn't say Dracula, obviously.
Just the Count.
The Count. You learned that Oscar was a grouch. Elmo didn't exist then. He came later.
What?
Bert and Ernie.
What do you mean Elmo didn't exist? Yeah, he did.
In the early days of Sesame Street, Elmo was around?
I think so. Grover.
Grover?
And Elmo.
Elmo, okay. Popeye, somebody says. Raven talks about Popeye, yeah. Viewmaster, yeah, that was, you know, you click the little thing, you slide the little thing down. That's pretty funny, Charles. Yep, Bugs Bunny and Drag. That's pretty funny. Even later cartoons like Roger Rabbit was kind of fun, had some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
At the end of the first Toy Story, there's a funny, like, outtake scene of the coal miner talking to Barbie about what it takes to be in the movies. And yeah, I know Woody. I could introduce you to him. Remember that?
No.
Yeah. Yosemite Sam, he was the best. You're right. Deputy Dog, dang, I haven't thought about him in a long time. Yosemite Sam, I liked him. He would shoot his guns and it'd lift him up in the air. Remember that? Dag nabbit.
Yogi Bear and Boo Boo.
Hey, Boo Boo. Looks like a good looking picnic basket over there. What was the park ranger's name? Do you remember?
Oh, I remember.
Okay, Raven, you're the one that said Yogi Bear. Who was the park ranger from Yogi Bear? Boo Boo was the other, his little sidekick. Man, the things you talk about waiting for lava. Dudley Do-Right, yeah, Dudley, I remember that, but the park ranger's name, I don't have the benefit of Google, but wasn't there some, didn't Dudley Do-Right always save some damsel in distress that got tied to the railroad tracks all the time? By the guy with the handlebar mustache?
Ranger Smith.
Oh, Ranger Smith. Good one.
Who's that, Yogi Bear?
That would have been the ranger, yeah. That's about as broad stroke innocuous name as you can get, right? Smith?
Yep.
Ranger Smith?
Mm-hmm.
Jellystone Park.
Yep.
Well, guys, we're not seeing it. Dang it. Oh, there you go. Penelope Pipsqueak. Hilarious. That was her name. She kept getting tied to the railroad tracks by the guy with the handlebar mustache. And Dudley Do-Right had to come to her rescue. That's when our respect for Canadians started going downhill right then.
Yep.
He was a Canadian Mountie, right?
I think so. Okay, it's time for ice cream.
Yep, guys, we're in the countdown mode here. Another 4 or 5 minutes. I gotta go spend that super chat money on some ice cream.
Yep.
Yeah, so, not quite as old, but I have kids that are younger than me, so I still love watching Cat Dog. Do you guys ever watch Cat Dog?
You have kids younger than you?
Yeah, kids younger than me. Good point. But Cat Dog was what they watched, and I like that. I like to watch Cat Dog. I tried to turn the grandkids onto Cat Dog, and
I thought that was dumb.
they thought that was dumb. What else did the kids watch? They watched Rugrats. That was fun. I laughed at Rugrats on a pretty regular basis.
That purple dinosaur.
Oh, Barney.
Barney.
Yeah. You know what, guys? I think it looks a little less glowy right now than it was earlier. Tilt going down?
I don't think so. I don't know how to get back to it.
It's a little hard to find.
I don't know how we got to it in the first place. Right here.
Still going up, huh?
The same, yeah. Yep. Straight up.
Yeah, that's a pretty sharp angle. It's not really 45. We'll call it 30. But it's still sharp.
Mm-hmm.
That's as up as it's been in a long time.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're kind of hitting 2 milestones here. We're hitting 3 hours on the live stream. at about the same time we're hitting 10 o'clock.
Yep.
So we're gonna wrap it up. I'll probably mute the mic, start making a bunch of noise, picking up Kim's popcorn bag and whatever else, and give you guys a chance to say goodnight. We'll say goodnight now, right, Kim?
Good night.
Say goodnight, Kim.
Good night.
No, you're supposed to say goodnight, Kim.
Oh, good night, Kim.
Man, that makes me old too, to know that one. I don't know, I'm having a hard time pulling out where that's from, but thanks you guys for tuning in, hanging out with us, talking about crazy stuff. Good night, Turnt. Thanks for the peace sign and hearts. Do appreciate you guys. If you haven't already clicked that like button, take a second to hit it. Sometimes it's a little hard to find, but every little like helps get us some attention from the algorithm. And we'll catch up with you guys next time. Hopefully that's early tomorrow morning. It'll be late tomorrow morning for most of you. Good night.